Hi, everyone. It took me 3 tries this morning, but I started early, so that's a good thing. Excuse me. Wow, the weather's starting to change. We got one more week of cold weather, and then I think we're in the pluses. So, woohoo! Excuse me. I hope that you had a great day yesterday. For me, I know I certainly did. I finished up that mascot I was working on, and I get to do a photo shoot today. I'm so excited. Stingray is not something that I have ever done before, and I've been making mascots for over 35 years. So it was so fun to do. And I did all my airbrushing on it yesterday, and just really, I love the creativity of it. So, what about you? Do you have something that you can get creative with and allow yourself to just melt into the magic? I hope so, because even coloring can do that for you. So let's get into the beautiful Mayan teachings. So this does come down from the Mayans, also from the Hopis, and the teachings themselves came from the book Lightning Bolt by Hamiel Storm. Also, if you go in, it's called the Mayan 20 Count, and it's a book on Amazon. I get a lot of stuff from Amazon. It's a book from Amazon, and the 20 count is actually spelled out, not the number 20, but it's spelled out as 20. So the Mayan 20 count is also in a book form, and it gives you a pretty thick little book, yeah, opposite, right? Anyway, it gives you a nice little book that shows you and tells you a little bit more detail from the Mayans' point of view. So I'm going to be doing sometimes I tap into the Mayans, I tap into the Hopis, and then I tap into the actual stone itself for the direction of the earth, the directions of the earth count, as well as what's calling in. So that's how we do it. And you know what? My classes tonight, the people that have signed up to become certified in stone reading, and we're almost done. They get to experiment again today of reading each other's stones, and they're done a wonderful job of doing this for the last quite a few weeks. So they're almost to the point of graduating. I'm so excited for them. So anyway, let's get to it. We are going to do motivational vibes. Oh, I love that big sunshine out there. Um, I So let's see how this is going. Woo! So motivational vibes. You're sitting on 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of the earth count goes right up to the top of that medicine wheel. That's where our mind sits in also, though. And that is also your instinct. So those animal instincts are there. Those instincts are very important today for you. It will be... see a choice coming your way. I've got to make a decision on something. And the very first decision, often when I'm making a decision, I analyze all this and this and this, and I give all different types of scenarios, and I really track it down before I make a decision. And this is telling you to follow your first instinct. Your instinct is, and then follow that. So whatever it happens to be that first comes into your mind, that instinctual knowing, that's the one I would go with, because it's really, really prevalent, and it's really calling today. And you're also sitting in the hunter. So, so that hunter energy is that hunter instinctively knows, do I continue on with the hunt? Do I change the hunt? When is the time to go hunt? And that's that inner knowledge that you're going to be calling in. And that's beautiful energy. So follow your instinctual knowing. I'm just shuffling my cards. It's actually calling for a second card from another deck. So I'm not sure why. So let's see what that is also about. So you're also sitting in the precious present of now, the present moment, the precious present moment. Say that 10 times. So you're living in that moment of knowledge, because don't go into, I have to figure it out if it's a good choice or not. And when this decision comes up, you will know in the moment what that answer is and what you're supposed to do. So follow your instinct today. I hope that helps you. Debbie, good morning, my love. Let's see where Debbie's sitting today. Ooh, little tiny one. I know what this one is. 5, 10 to 2 is 12. These are the planets. And it's telling you, Debbie, that everything is starting to line up. So all the turmoil that you've been in has been reshuffling everything. It's been setting you into a different energy field, a different momentum and a different path. And now everything's kind of lining up on this new momentum. So things will not quite seem so chaotic. Things are going to maybe settle down a little bit today, especially how they've been. So I think today will actually start giving you some hope and some enlightenment as to where you're going on this new energetic that had to get shuffled around. So everything needed to shuffle in order to get you where you're going. So, and it's going to start feeling a little better inside. You're also sitting with the ancient ones. So all your ancestors are walking with you as well. So everyone's going, okay, now's the time. We helped adjust everything. We gave you a new direction. You had to go through the turmoil to get to the new stuff, but the new stuff is here. And now everything's lining up for you. Just step into it and then watch the magic unfold. So, that's a good day. And you've worked really hard for that. Good morning, Kat. How are you today? Kat, yesterday I intended to get back to you a million times, and then I would get busy and then forget. So today, Kat, you're sitting on 5 and 1 is 6. 6 is spirit. But it's also sitting in the shadow pieces. There's a big shadow piece hanging around the corner. I'm not. See, it's telling me she's very stubborn on this, and that you may not be quite willing to look at a situation in its other forms, that you're stuck on one way and it must be this way, and it's telling you get rid of that way of thinking and allow yourself to say, how else could this unfold? If it's not just one way, how else can it look? Because you're you're setting in all these, it's like you're enforcing this path that it has to look this way. It doesn't have to look that way. Well, if it looked a totally different way, and allow yourself to explore that. And you're also sitting in Jaguar. So that Jaguar energy, did you know in the Mayans, the children that were born under Jaguar, actually I was one of them, would be taken from their families when they're very young, and they would be raised to be shamans. And that's that inner knowing. And Kat, your inner knowing, that inner awareness and that connection to spirit is really, really high today. And then ask spirit to show you another path to get to your destiny. So really tap into that, get out of your head space and get into your heart space. And that will open up a new doorway, a new avenue for you that you can walk and get to where you're going, but get in a different path than what you had planned. Woohoo! Love it. You love Jaguars, Lion of God. I do too. I hope that helps you, Kat. Mary, good morning, grandmother. Good morning, Mary. My throat is really sore today. I was up all night with my puppy. And so, Mary, you're sitting in number 5 and 3 is 8. 8 is that chisel space here. You worked really hard for stuff. And it's the cycles of natural law. So that's like it's showing like young to old, is showing all the things that happen as we grow, mature, change. And you're into a process of the changing. In reality, we always change, right? But this is a big change for you. It's almost like everything that I used to like and everything that I've said before, I'm now looking at it from a different point of view. And I'm afraid to say and change my point of view because people will think I'm backtracking on my word. So it's just to analyze that. You have a right to change your mind. And there's something happening in your life that I think you want to change your mind, that you had set on has to be almost like that, has to be this way. But you're changing your mind on something, and you're a little bit reluctant to expose that or to say that because you're a little bit worried how it will be perceived by others. You have a right to change your mind, is what Spirit's saying very clearly. And so, however that will look, it's okay to change your mind. And you're also spinning in the spiral. So what happens if I change my mind? What will happen? There's the fallout. Oh my God, now I got to reverse myself. Will I look not so good in people's eyes? How will that spin out? And all the consequences of that, because I laid everything out this way. And now I'm going, oops, got to be another direction. But it's telling you literally, it's okay. Change your mind, go in another direction. If you need to spin totally opposite of what you thought, it's okay to do that. It can be really tricky though, because people do not like you to change, and especially if they're prepared for you to go one way and now all of a sudden you flip stuff up and go the other way. For me personally, I do that all the time. I have a friend Stephanie, actually, who helps me on here. She's a human design coach, and I go to her all the time. Okay, what's my human design telling me right now? And part of my human design is that I throw everything in the air and reinvent all the time. But for people that don't have that in their human design chart, when it appears, it can be kind of tricky. And I think it's appearing right now for you. You might be a little resistant to it, but know that it's okay to change your mind too, and to get going, spin in the opposite direction. You have a right to do that. Woo wee. It'll be interesting to see how today unfolds for a lot of us. So Ilf, you're sitting in. Let's pull one for you. Whoa, you're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is pure science. And what's pure science? That's our DNA, but it's also not calling in that right now. It's actually calling in the science of health. So it's saying, look at the science of health. Watch what's happening in your body today. Do some research on, I don't know where this is coming from. So it's saying, do some research on what exactly is in, read labels. It's saying, read labels and everything on the label. Check out what it actually is. There's something that you may be taking or may want to take that is telling you, just look at what the side effects are. Look what the long-term reaction is going to be, and then make that call. It's not saying don't do it. It's just saying being aware of it. So, oh, I'm trying to quit smoking. Okay. So keep doing it. Keep doing that. But you may want to look at maybe even the patch to help you get through. I don't know what it is, but watch the labels today. Pay attention to labels today, because there's a long-term effect on the things that go in our body. And congratulations on you trying to quit smoking. My husband is now, well, he started off, he was almost 6 months, and then he backtracked, and now he's back on to, I think he's on about 3 months. So it happens. So keep on, don't give up on yourself. And you're also sitting in the fire today. Things could get a little heated around you today. Either uncomfortable heated is saying, yes, absolutely uncomfortable. So whatever you're going through, you're going to be walking into an uncomfortable situation, and you may feel like your feet are to the fire. So you actually have to back up your words today. And so just sit down, and when you are challenged and your feet get to the fire, always respond in neutrality. And if you can't respond in neutrality, your emotions get high. Instead of triggering back, just tell them, I'll get back to you tomorrow or next week on an answer to that. Don't allow yourself to respond in anger or in that heightened emotion. Really think it through and sit in neutrality when you do respond to this, because your feet will be to the fire today and you will be challenged. Good luck on that. And congratulations on quitting smoking. You got this. Now we're going to go with, just wait, I got a few of you on here. Winnie. Hello, Winnie. How are you today? Winnie, you're sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is moon movement and energy. Ooh, have you seen that beautiful moon out there? That full moon is out beautiful right now. Get a chance to get out there and actually soak it in. And it's also asking you to actually get some moon water going. So if you are in an area where you can put moon water outside on your deck and allow it to sit under the moon, do that. If you can't, put it in the windowsill and allow that moon water to come in and just absorb all those beautiful energies coming in from the moon. And now is the time, if you have crystals, to rejuvenate your crystals. They're asking to be recharged. So recharge them. I line them up on my windowsill when in the full moon, and which reminds me I haven't done that. So I need to do that too. So just line everything up on your windowsill, recharge your crystals, recharge yourself, but you need some moon water. And then after you make the moon water, I would just get a little eyedropper and take an eyedropper full every day just to start your morning out. There is some connection to the moon energy right now when you do that, that will help set your tone and your intention for the day. I hope that helps you. And it's not something I do, by the way. So, so that's good on you. So you're also sitting, whoa, this hunter energy today. There's the hunter came up again. And that is that. In this case, it's the stalking. I am stalking out what I want. I'm actually focused on where I'm going, what I want to do. And I'm going into that stalker mode. And stalker mode means organization, get it done. I'm planning ahead and I will carry it through. So allow that stalker to go and don't let the dreamer side of you get sidetracked from the shiny stuff. Stay focused on your plans. Stay focused on your intention today and you will complete it. So good luck. Now we're sitting in Blessed Star Seed. Good morning. Good morning. And I love that name, boy, in my throat. I could send send me some beautiful healing on my throat today. So I'm sending in, it's got a flood of energy. That's good. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of the earth count is the spirit of all plants. But you're also sitting in transformation today. There's some big stuff happening. And that's the symbol that I put on the back of the stone when I was sitting in it. But I am firmly planted. I don't know if you can see this. There's a flat piece on the bottom of this stone, and it doesn't wobble around, and it sits firmly on the table. And this transformation is going to have you sitting firmly in place. You're not going to get knocked over today. That wind can blow. Everything can come as it will. And you are literally going to be rocking with everything. But boy, are you going on par today. So stand your ground today. It doesn't matter what's coming your way. You're going to be able to support yourself and rock with it. And it says that my connection is unstable. So if I zero out of here, it's because of, I don't know, the damn internet. It is really slow out in the country. So I'm sorry about that. You're also sitting on a vision quest. Today might be a time to actually do something that you've never done before. Go to a place that you've never done before and get into the uncomfortable today. Now, because you are sitting so firmly in that beautiful transformation, as you're doing that and you're solid today, it would be a great day to go into a new spot, a new place, a new setting today, and see how you adjust into that new uncomfortableness and how does that feel for you, because you just might get some surprises when you do that. So it's a day of power. Good for you. Lion of God, top of the morning, may I have a reading, please? You bet. You bet. And you're sitting in number 2. This is the earth. That's that beautiful Mother Earth. I don't know who it was yesterday, but I recommended that they get their feet in dirt. And I would recommend that for you as well. But it's also telling you to put a mud mask on today. I don't happen to have any, and I haven't used a mud mask in years, but it is calling for that. You're out and about, maybe buy yourself a mud mask or make one. And how do we make a mud mask? So I've done it in the past. I've only done it once, and this was years ago. I took some potting soil, make sure it doesn't have fertilizer. I took some pure potting soil and I put some herbs in it that were calling. And I'm not normally a herb person. I guarantee you, I don't know much about plants, but I was called to different types of herbs, and I put it in, added the water. And I actually used moon water, and then I mixed it all up together to make like a paste. And then I placed it all over my face, and it looked kind of silly, but I sat there with it like that for about a half an hour, and I meditated to it. So I put some music on and allowed myself to really be grounded in. It was the best thing that I have done. And I don't know why I haven't done it again, but it really is a phenomenal experience. And I would recommend you do that today. So get grounded into Mother Earth today. And you're also the crow, that crow. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. You can see everywhere. You can fly high and see down from the distance, but you also are attracted to the shiny stuff. So you're going to pick out things like a glimmer of light somewhere as you're drifting into this information. Something is going to spark your attention that hasn't sparked your attention before. It's now going to get your attention. That is that first seed being planted. So I'm excited for you because I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I know that that new seed is going to get planted today. So it's a new idea that is going to go along with this beautiful meditation that you're doing. So have fun on that one. Now we're going into uh, motivational vibes is, yeah, that makes sense. With annoying, I will trust. You're most welcome. That's funny. So Jolie James, let's go into you. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. Jolie James. Good morning, Jolie. See what we have for you. Ooh, this one just ran right into my hand. This is the human experience. This is number 5, sits in the middle. Now, in the middle of the medicine wheel is ourself. That really is our basic of everything, of who we are. And as we came down as these beautiful star seeds, and we came down into this human body, is asking you to really celebrate the body that you picked, celebrate the lineage lines that you picked, and take a big, long look at what it feels like to be in this body. So allow yourself, and I do this with my group all the time, is I allow them or get them to move their luminous body out of their body, expand it out, and then bring it back into their body, and then tuck all of it inside. I didn't realize, to be honest with you, I'd been doing this stuff for years. I didn't realize that my luminous body is almost always outside of my body, but I have a tendency to turn off computers, to make clocks stop, to make batteries stop. Like I do all kinds of weird stuff. I crack crystals. I always with my energy. So what I have been asked to do a few times from Stephanie is to pull my energy back in, because computer when she's trying to work with me. And so I just literally suck it all inside. So it's stuffed into my body. And when it's stuffed into my body, I really can feel what it's like to be a human in all aspects of it. I find it very limiting. I find it very uncomfortable. But allow yourself to feel that, and then allow it to release and go, whoo, that felt weird. And then expand yourself out. Allow that to happen again, but really get tight into that body today. Feel every part of your body. Okay. So that's a fun thing to do, although it's something I don't enjoy doing either. But it is fun after I've done it. You're also sitting in the rattle, that rattle energy. So the rattle is calling you. The sound of rattle. If you don't have a rattle, use the sound of rattle on you can pull them up anywhere. I've got lots on I don't know, Spotify, I think it's called. So rattle energy, rattle music. Just get some rattle music going, because what'll happen is it moves the scattered pieces together. There seems to be a lot of scattered energy sitting around you, and we're just going to pull it out. We'll just allow it to happen and pull it out. Or you may want to do sweeping on yourself today, but get that rattle sound today. That rattle is going to help you. Oh boy, that's a good one. Excuse me. Debbie, it'll be a good day. I love you. I love you too, Deb. Luisha, good morning, grandmother. I hope you are staying warm. Yeah, well, it's not as cold. It's not like -40, and there's really no wind. I went out with Apollo this morning. That's my puppy. I went out with him this morning, let him have a really good run around the yard, and he's outside right now with Charlie doing the chickens. So, Luisha, you're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 of the earth count. Ooh, boy. That is our book of life. But there's a big book of life teaching right now coming in, but it's not around the great teachers. Isn't that interesting? It's actually coming in empower. So the Mayan word for this is empower, and there's a teaching around empowerment today. And this is actually part of your book of life. And I wouldn't be surprised. Empowerment is your own personal ownership of your book of life, because it just feels like I'm realizing that I literally am writing my book. And what do I want to write on those pages? And everything we write down, everything we think gets wrote into our book of life, even our thoughts. So it's telling you to really empower yourself today and watch what you are saying, thinking, and filling your life with. And what we watch, what we feel, everything is always writing those stories in for us. So really empower yourself today, hold that, and then know that it's being, just be aware today that, oh, that's being wrote in my book of life. Do I want to undo that, or do I want to have it just sit in as it's coming in? So think about what you're thinking and who you're around today. And that should be a pretty good day for that. Let's hold on. You're also sitting in the council. So you're sitting in that council of energy, the Mayan council. The Mayans are holding you and they're going, okay, you want to write this in. We are giving you this empowerment, this knowledge of empowerment. What are you going to do with it? And now this is your choice. How am I going to receive this energy, and how am I going to walk forward in it? Ooh. So, and I'll see you tonight online. So that was for you, Louisa. Lion of God, I love jaguars. Yeah, me too. Kat, I think I was born under jaguar. I will research it. Oh, beautiful. For those of you who want to know what you were born under, the Mayan is called My Mayan Sign, Mayan Sign .com. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's and it'll give you a little report and everything. And you can always pay $25 for an extensive report, but you don't need that. And it gives you a brief thing. It'll tell you the two signs that you were born under. And this is one of the signs. If you see up there, that guy in the middle here, that is Aha. And Aha is one of the ones I was born under, and that means light. And then the other one is jaguar. So yeah, it's pretty cool. mymayansign.com. It's really cool. Anyway, give that a go. It's free. Anyway, so Kat, yeah, check that out. So Savannah, blessed morning. Can I get a card? I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Let's see what's coming in. Ooh, a little tiny one popped in. This is one of my smaller ones. This is 5, 10, 15, and 2 is 17. 17 are the Kachinas, who form all images of substance. And they're saying, it's funny because normally I'll say it's a tactile day. Go out and feel everything today and look at the history behind everything. But it's actually different for you today. It's actually showing, hold on. It's actually showing imagination today. Use your imagination and your creativity today. Get out there and be creative. Allow that dreamer self, allow that self to just explore all types of possibilities. Get lost in the lucid dreaming of awake time. So as you're doing something, I always talk out loud when I'm doing it. So I will make conversations with myself or with spirit. I don't even know. I just talk back and forth. But allow that lucid dreaming today. If it's a wispy day for clouds, get out there and look at the clouds, look at plants, look at different like overall shapes of things, because there's a lot to be said in the imagination, and just allow your imagination to flow today. Don't limit what comes into your brain. Just allow it, experience it, and then let it go. You're also sitting in the child. Oh my God, you can't make this up. So if you were sitting in the child and you were in one of my classes, I would have said to you, you're sitting in the sacred dreams of life, which is the lucid dreaming. So it's exactly, you get reinforced by the card. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to get into that daydream state, because the shapes have some information for you. And by using your imagination, you may spark and get a light. Oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought of it that way before. So it's going to be a fun day. But I love it when the cards say, yeah, that. So you're also, I think it's you. So Savannah, Ilf, I'm trying to quit smoking. Raymond, can I get a stone, please? You bet, Raymond. Hold on a minute. I'm going to move you to the top of my list. There we go. And can I get one for Friday? Well, I'm going to give you one for today, but I will reinforce Friday into this message. So it's 5 and 6. 5 and 1 is 6. 6, 6 in the shadow self. So yesterday you also asked for the same thing, and you had the 2 stones, and it's telling you you're not done yet. You have a shadow piece to deal with before Friday. So there's something that in your shadows that are peeking around the corner. This Friday event is coming up, and it's going to be big, but if you go in with the wrong attitude, things could implode with you. So be very careful as to what your expectations are, because you could be hugely disappointed. I've fabricated and dreamt it and predictive thought it should look this certain way, and it's not going to play out that way at all. It's going to play out a different way. And that's that shadow peeking in. Can you accept the way it's going to play out as opposed to the way you want it to play out? So it's very interesting how we do that, but that's definitely what you're sitting in today. So there's a shadow piece you need to come to terms with before Friday. And it's also sitting in the beloved heart space. And know that you're not alone, but actually listen to your heart today. So my heart is telling me this is what I want. And then ask your heart, but could you be okay if it didn't play out that way? And try to get terms with that, because shadow is going to peek its head in today. So just be aware of that. If you deal with shadow today, Friday's going to look that much more powerful for you. Now let's go down to Lion of God. I'm just curious about my Mayan zodiac. My day's sign is the road. Oh, okay. I believe that's and it's not Ik is wind. I'll have to double check it, but I think it's Ish. The galactic tone is 2. Cool. Tricentenna sign is the monkey. Beautiful. So now if you go in on those readings, you can actually go in. There's another thing. It says the very first one. So for me, it says light. So there is a 2. That's the galactic master you sit in. So read the whole thing out. It's the Yucatan, I think it is. So if you see the Yucatan in there, and it'll say another name, Yucatan, that is the galactic master, which are on this sheet or this tapestry. So the galactic masters are what I teach, and but it's really, really cool. Like, I love that reading and that stuff there. So Lion of God, I think I did you already. Did I not? I want to double check here. No, I didn't. So let's get you done now. Okay, Lion of God, you are sitting in the stone of 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. That's the Kachinas. All things, they form all images of substance, but it's telling you to watch. You might be accident prone today. Be very careful of where you're going. I almost see you could trip on something, you could stub your toe on something, you could accidentally cut yourself. I'm not sure what it is, but you're accident prone today. And be very aware of, and be in your body is the biggest thing that's coming through. Just be in your body so that you are aware where you are, because if you drift out, that's when the accident will occur. And the accident can be anything from getting a sliver, a cut on your finger, stubbing your toe, or something even bigger. I'm not sure. I just need to be in your body so that you can prevent whatever this. And it's almost saying you can't prevent it. It's going to happen, but the severity of how it's going to happen will depend on how far out of your body you are. Ooh. So good luck today. I wrap you in a bubble, and I hope that you are gently reminded today to stay in your body. You are also part of the Earth Keepers today. So those earth keepers are sitting with you very firmly. Be aware that what we do and how we walk on this planet Earth affects others very much so. So your energy will affect other people's energy, and it's the ripple effect. So what you send out goes out and also comes back. So just be aware of that. And remember, I'm an earth keeper today. How do I choose to walk on Mother Earth today? And can I choose to walk with her, or am I going to choose to walk on her? There's a difference. Wow, that's a big one. So now we're coming down to faith and love. Good morning. Can I have a stone, please? Absolutely. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She gets the zero, the beautiful zero, the Milky Way. Everything's possible. And today it's almost like I've gotten a brand new book, and I'm going to write in it for the first time. And you know how crispy it is, and how the pen just kind of flows when you have something brand new, and it's asking you to enjoy the moment of what's going on right now. Don't worry about later on. Don't worry about yesterday. Just enjoy the moment of now, because the moment of now, all things are possible for you. And you're also sitting in that beautiful eagle. The eagle, it now doesn't question. It doesn't question where it is. It just knows where it's going. And it's not apologetic. I eat mice. I eat animals. It's okay to do that. I fly when I want to fly. I park myself when I want to park myself. It's not running around asking for anyone's approval. It's just being firmly with who they are. So I ask you to sit in that energy as well of no apologies. Just be yourself today. Okay. Ooh wee. Let's see what else we can go. I lost some of you. Just a minute. I just keep scrolling here. If you're wondering, what the heck is she doing? That's a seed line. Thank you. Xanadu. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, just pop in new and just say, hey, you missed me. So Xanadu, this is for you. The big pink hands. Yeah. So you're sitting 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 is that very center of that medicine wheel. It is also the last of the earth count. And it definitely feels like I have been going up a mountain, struggling to get to that mountain, to the top of the mountain. Today you hit the top of that mountain. Today you can see all the stuff that you've been working through is now going to go, wow, this is what it was all about. This is what it means. And then stand there and look around at your success. Celebrate your victory today. Don't play small. Celebrate it. You've worked darn hard for this. And today is your day to celebrate. You've reached the peak. Doesn't mean it's going to go tumbling down, but it means that you've reached that peak, and enjoy. Okay. Just suck it in and enjoy it. You're sitting in the standing still. Wow, look at me sitting at that top of that beautiful mountain. I succeeded in everything that I was working towards. Everything that I had worked so terribly hard for is right there now. I reached it. I did it. I accomplished it. Celebrate that victory. Ooh, boy, that's a good one. Excuse me. So, line of God, healing. Okay. Starseed, line of God. Xanadu, did you? Luisha, moon water is the best in a blue glass container. I think I have some in a blue glass container, actually, Luisha. Lion of God, Julie, allowing, thank you. You're most welcome, honey. Soul Honey Evolution. Oh, I know who that is. Soul Honey Evolution, good morning. Appreciate a stone pulled. If you have time today, I definitely do. You're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 of the earth count. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is pure science. And what better way to have pure science than that beautiful honey, right? Honey will last forever. Honey will never go bad. Honey will always be okay. It's the one food substance that will always be. Did you know that in ancient days, they would actually preserve meat and herbs and all kinds of things in honey just for that exact reason? So today is a day for that. It's going to last. The form And the things you're building right now will last forever. And by that means, it's going to get passed down from generation to generation to generation. This isn't something that is just happening now. It is happening that will continue to happen and continue to have an impact well after you are no longer here. It will still have an impact down future generations. That's a good one. And you're also sitting in the beauty way. Look at the beauty of everything. Look at the beauty, how everything happened. Look at those bees. Look at how they created whatever they are creating. Look at how they pollinate the flowers, how they pollinate the the food source for us, how they pollinate everything, and then how they give back with honey. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. And sit in the beauty way. See the beauty in everything today, even the things that maybe don't look so beautiful. Look in the beauty way today and see that beautiful light. Ooh, it's gonna be a good day. Now, Louisa, interesting. I'm doing my book of life now. Yeah, it's no surprise. Savannah, thank you. Vibration Essence, good morning. Could I get a card? You bet. I would like to thank you for all you do and help everyone. Well, thank you so much. I don't know if I'm helping. I'm getting a direct line from Spirit here, and I guess the Spirit's always helping and working with that. Ooh, big one. 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 is the planets, all the planets. Look at that vibrational energy of rippling out. And it's telling you that there are, even though when we're looking at the planet energy all lining up, and especially now we're sitting in that full moon, so it's super, super strong, but it's not just in a beam, it's spread out. So everything that we do, we spread our energy out and it ripples down in a wider scope than what we ever thought, literally around the world, but not just the world, around the universe. So spread that love, because everyone's going to pick it up. Even on the opposite side of the world, they're going to pick up that energy. And other light workers are going to pick up that energy too. And we're setting it stronger and stronger and stronger. And I can literally see it circling the earth like this when we all setting out our energy. And you, my dear, are part of that. And you're also sitting in the hummingbird energy, that hummingbird energy. I can go forward, backwards, sideways. And when I stop for a very brief moment in time, and then I'm up running again. I'm tiny, but boy, do I have an impact on the world. And this is you. You have that impact on the world. Allow it to be. Allow that fertilization, allowing yourself to drink in that beautiful nectar of life and fly around, man. You got this. I love it. Oh boy, a line of God. Chichi, help. Yep, you did. Lion, you did it. I had my reading, and I love you, Drew. And I think I'm just about near the end. And faith and love, trying to live in the moment. I hope. I love you, and good luck to you on that. And thank you so much. You guys are all most welcome. Today has been a wonderful day. We didn't have as many people on today, so I get to close off a little earlier than normal, which is kind of nice. And I'm going to be doing a photo shoot for my client today for the mascot, and I'm going to be working on some bookkeeping for accounting for taxes and getting all that kind of stuff done today. But I'm sitting in that beautiful energy of just knowing that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I hope you are too. Sending out love. Let's all build each other up, support each other, celebrate each other. I love you. Soulful Honey Evolution. Oh, thank you. Brought me to tears in the heart and gratefulness. I have been focusing on legacy and helping my family's future generations and those that we also touch. Happy full moon. Happy full moon to you. And I'm glad that you got the message that you needed today. So take care. Let's celebrate each other. And I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.